welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your weekend tarot reading for the 16th and 17th of June 2018. Valley Bobs is here, but she is sort of asleep. Are you asleep? She's asleep. Aww. She's been here. I've been doing a little 20-minute guided meditation / nap on the bed, and she's been, I swear to God, she kind of does definitely inhale the meditation a little bit as it comes out of the speakers. So she's nodded off, but she's probably very, very chilled. Very, very chilled. So, weekend. As the Dowager says, what's a weekend? What is a weekend? Well, it varies, doesn't it? Let's have a look at some of the energies. And as always with the weekend reading, the energies could be whenever. It's a little bit more timeless for me, the weekend reading. It's a bit more of a kind of a life summary. Oh, you've shown up a lot recently, pal. Ooh. Ooh. Want one more, actually. Feeling like we would like another card. We're going Greek again. Mythic tarot. Love, love, love this tarot. I think when I finally get round to doing, well, it's not getting round to, when I finally have the time to put together my tarot classes, I think I will use the Mythic tarot, because it's, for me, the most, it fits in with my education and philosophy, but also just the pictures and the feel of the cards. So beautiful. I feel like it's you, but it's an awkward one. Okay. Wow. Such patience is required of us, people. Are we up to the job? This is the question. Okay, weekend. We've got this strip of 3 cards in the middle. The Page and the Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles has no socks on, which, you know, I struggle with that sometimes. I think that's one of maybe my Britishness. It's a bit, you know how they have the British dads with the socks and the sandals? Not that I would go for the socks and the sandals, but, you know, although, do you know what? Secretly, I quite like the look of it. It's out there. Leave me a comment. What do you think? Socks and sandals? I noticed some of the kids are now doing that. Maybe it's back. Anyway, he's got no socks on. His feet are in the ground. He is in the rhythm of the earth. Sometimes it's hard to be in the rhythm of the earth when you're uptight like me and you don't like taking your shoes off. Even in someone's house, you know, in the dreaded, and I know some of you will be the shoes off house, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I feel very, maybe it's because I'm a Pisces. I always like to know where my running shoes are, you know. I like to know where they are, and they're usually right there. And when someone says, come in, it's just if you don't mind taking your shoes off. Yeah, I suddenly, my hands go like this, you know, and I'm suddenly like this in someone's house, a bit like that. And I feel like that energy, that as if someone's invited you in and said, just slip your shoes off. We've been a bit like that. That's the energy. Because it's been quite a tricky few weeks of energy in these readings, I think. And then as soon as we get into this integrated feeling, we get the Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of the next stage of maturity with it. He slipped some Jesus sandals on, would make me feel a whole lot more secure, you know. But he's on top of a horse. He's got the pentacle and he's moving. He knows how to just feel it, stay still, slip his shoes off. He's moving with it, albeit slowly. This is not exactly Speedy Gonzales' card, is it? I mean, he is not or diddly like the Knight of Wands, like that, where you just, whoa. No, it's, I mean, there's barely a movement in the sheaf of wheat that he's got. You know, he's not even causing the wind. That's okay. Cool. And the energy's moving out, which I'm quite pleased to see. 7 of Wands, This is what I call anstiness. Look how many people are fighting over, probably they've forgotten what they were even fighting about. You know, it's a 7, it's important, but really? That's in reverse. 5 of Swords, power struggles. That's in reverse. Venus in Aquarius. Power struggles brought on by fear of the new, fear of relationship, fear, just fear, okay? Then we have the World in the reverse. Each aspect of the tarot is in each corner of the card. So we've got what I call blood, sweat, gravy and egg. We've got the pentacle, the cup, the sword and the wand. And then we have the snake I can't pronounce, Ouroboros I think it is. The snake what eats itself, that's what I like to call it. And the male and the female here, in the reverse. Major Arcana feeling, again it's a contradiction. You feel perhaps uneasy, it's not quite time. On the opposite side, the Ace of Wands, raring to go. Raring to go, it's not quite time. There's something, a feeling that you want to manifest something, be somewhere, do something, have it all. It'll be that kind of energy. It's a nice energy to have. It's a nice, we've got Moon in Leo this weekend as well, so I'm not surprised, okay? This is quite a fiery energy to feel. But at the same time, underneath, we have the Empress in reverse. It's a contradiction. There's all this woomph, let's go forward, and then there's all this anchoring. You need to anchor yourself and move at a slow pace. What do I want? I want one of these. No, I want one of those. Sorry, I'm just going to clarify a couple of cards. My smells like the 70s tarot. Ooh, 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 love it. Morgan Greer. Also love this particular tarot pack. Do you know what? I knew that was going to happen. It's the weirdest thing. Got all goosebumps on my arms. I knew that was going to happen. You. Okay, so for the Page of Pentacles, we get the Page of Pentacles. It's weird, sometimes when you want to do a clarifier, you know you're going to get the same in a clarifier, but you still need to do it. It's a weird feeling. Really weird feeling. For the Knight of Pentacles, we get the 8 of Cups. Moving away from something, moving towards something else. It's a journey in steps though. This is a journey in increments, a journey in steps. It's not, let's rush on, you know, rush on my horse and I'm out of here quick. It's nothing like that. I like that. We get the hero. This is male and female as well. The same as the figure in the middle of the world. This is a woman and a man. Male and female energies mixed together. Also, there is a fierceness about the hero. There is a sense of being on a journey, as the hero always is in all the greatest books, like the Odyssey and the Iliad. The hero starts at the beginning rather like the Fool, like in the Tarot, which is the Major Arcana, which is also a journey. And this is about the bravery that's needed to be on that journey. And sometimes that bravery requires being still, and sometimes it requires action. And I feel like we will know which of those to do at which time. It's in a sense of intuition rather than doing it out of a sense of fear. As we know, anything motivated from a sense of fear usually brings at most something very small into your life. Anything motivated out of a sense of unworthiness or impatience will bring further unworthiness and impatience. So if you need to wait until it feels right before you make a move, you're bang on the money. Now, I'm using Chuck Spezzano, the Conspiracy Deck. Look how old and shonky that is. I have recently acquired these. They're interesting. We get Holding On, which is a conspiracy card. I'm going to take another one actually. Holding on is acting out of fear. Letting go is the opposite. And we also get the undoer. As one of these people builds the wall, the other one unbuilds the wall and takes the bricks and throws them away. I feel like this is one and the same person in the undoer. I feel like this is what we're like when we rush. When we were talking about moving in increments, okay, that is a patience but not waiting. Big difference between patience and waiting. Waiting is a lack of something, and waiting is a fear that it's not going to come. When you feel that fear, you undo what you've already done. You undo your kind of good work. This is a call for me to move forward without fear, without holding on, without trying to undo mistakes. Acceptance, surrender, forward movement, the hero. When you read the story of the hero, like the Odyssey, say, there are times when it works out and there are times when it doesn't. But they do keep on. They keep on the hero's journey. The hero's journey is always formed in a circle. The world always comes up right in the end. Major Arcana. Let's have an oracle card. Hey Val. Yeah. Her mum's downstairs asleep on the armchair, but not before first selecting the darkest piece of clothing she could definitely sleep on with her white fur. Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh yeah, this is good. Yeah, straight to sleep. I'm going to have to use one of those awful sticky roller things on it. Yes. Fork in the road. Literally there's a fork. Literally there's a fork. I think this is like a red herring, okay? You feel like one way is right and one way is wrong. Do I do this? Do I do that? Makes no difference. Both ways can be right. It's your point of attraction. It's how you move. If you move from a place of acceptance and surrender, it's all good, whichever way. There is no right and wrong. We talked about this before. There is no yes and no. there is simply acting when it feels like the Ace of Wands, when it feels in alignment, when it feels good, whatever that means to you. If you're feeling fear, if you're feeling uncertainty, if you're feeling the angstiness, be the Page of Pentacles, slip the shoes off, get your feet on the ground, and know that it will change as you change. Know that it will move as you move, without holding on, okay? And without particularly feeling there's somewhere you need to move forward to. Hope this is making sense. The Eight of Cups, the person doesn't know where they're going. That's the whole point. That's the bravery. That's the eight of the Eight of Cups. Eights are always movement. They have their back to the cups. That's the best move for them to make. But before that, they've usually had a good old look at those cups and they feel and they can accept that they turn away. That's when I feel the Ace of Wands will come into its own. Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Oh, well, we can't have that many. I feel like it is you. Oh my God. Oh, people. When I say I feel like it is you and I pick up a card that's separate to the rest on the floor and it's the soulmate card. This is, I want to say this is complicated. But of course at the same time it's incredibly simple. It's holding on and letting go at the same time until it feels right. I really hope that makes sense. Please leave me a comment, okay? Please leave me a comment. Have a look at my pick a card reading. I think increasingly that we need to surrender to the mystery of this situation that's been going on, because any attempts to make something happen have definitely been turning us to the wrong energy. It's about holding on and letting go at the same time, which in itself is a surrender to a paradox. Whew. Okay, before I blow my own head off and maybe little Valentines, I'll say if you want a private reading, you can book in the description box. Leave me a comment. Let me know, okay? Namaste.